Hey everybody, Aaron Blaise. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Actually, we're 6 minutes late.
I hit the wrong button.
Oh, how are we doing now?
We're good now.
Hey everybody, it's good to see you. Yeah, we're 6 minutes late. We been having computer problems. Hopefully, I got rid of them. I rebooted. Hopefully, we're all good. But it's February 26th. We're here with you again today, and Dustin and I've been feverishly working away on my new course on how to draw clear expressions. Actually, if you show the desk right now, you can see some of the expressions that I'm working on. This is actually one that we're currently working on. We're working on fear. And so it's kind of fun the way I'm doing this. I'm enjoying the way we're doing it. I'm starting with neutral expressions, and then we're gradually working, finding the little microscopic nuances of an expression, because as humans, we're so hyper aware of reading other people's expressions. It only takes a tiny little bit, and actually, about 80% of our lives are spent in that place. It's not every day that you see somebody go, I'm really mad, or hey, I'm really happy. You just don't see those big expressions. You just see the little nuances, and you're able to read people's minds through that. And so that's what we're talking about in a lot of this, is just finding those nuances, and then we push it broader and broader and broader. And we're going through all the different expressions or emotions. We're going through happiness, sadness, anger, fear, disgust, surprise, contempt. We're also talking about body language. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things in this course. It's going to be very thorough. It's very thorough. So I'm really excited about it. We're having a really good time doing it. So, and the good thing is it's available right now. So if you go over to creatureartteacher.com, I can't remember what the whole URL is, but if you pre-order it now, you can get it for 40% off. It's going to come out March 19th. So March 19th, it's full price. So get it before then. All right. But and then what else are we doing? Oh, so this weekend, it's our 7th year in business. Did you know that, Dustin?
I had no idea.
Yeah. It's the 7th year Nick and I have been in business. I've actually was in business a little bit longer before that, but my website was terrible. It was crap. Yeah, it was crap. So Nick came along and changed all that. So it's been 7 years since we've really been in business.
So I guess you could say this is yours and Nick's 7th anniversary.
Yeah, so it's 7 years, 7 days, $7 sale. So we've got a lot of different courses that we're just dropping down to $7 to celebrate our 7 years in business together. And I want to thank you guys so much for supporting us so well over the last 7 years. We've really enjoyed building this business and getting it to where it is now. And I'm really excited about where it's going to be in another 7 years. Who knows? I look at what we've been able to accomplish in 7 years, and if given another 7, I think we can do some really great stuff. So I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support. And so as a small token of our gratitude, we're doing our 7 years, 7 days, $7 sale. A lot of courses for $7 for 7 days. There you go.
I'm really happy to see my my photo pack in there. I had no idea it was going to be part of the sale. That's
oh
awesome.
yeah, it's in there. Yeah. So so I'm begging you to draw a bearded dragon. They are my favorite. What's a bearded dragon look like? Let's see.
Didn't Jesse...
Since they were first.
Oh yeah, Jesse and Kevin had one of these.
Oh, bearded dragon. Look at that. Oh, that is kind of cool looking. Maybe we can come up with a bearded dragon character. All right, a bearded dragon it is. Since you were first, and I think a bearded dragon, I dig that. Oh man, that's a cool looking. Maybe I'll do a bearded dragon inspired creature, because I'm looking at this King of Chill. Man, they look like really cool lizards. I love that. I'm gonna have to just get a little frame grab right there. Well, Just took at that. Put that there.
Click.
Click.
Clickety click click.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
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 Look at that. Oh, wow. Let's click on this one.
Hey, Vader, that's just wow.
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 So while I'm grabbing images of bearded dragons, I also want to mention we've got a lot of other things that we've got up for sale. We've got, you know, our book is still in pre-order. My first ever art of book, The Art of Aaron Blaise, otherwise known as The Art of That Guy That Likes to Draw.
The guy of there we go.
The guy of One More Thing.
One more thing.
If you go to creatureartteacher.com/books, you will find my 2 books in pre-order. We're shooting for June for a ship date. We don't have a specific ship date yet. I do know people have been asking what the shipping date is. We're shooting for June. That's our goal. Nick and I are right in the middle of getting it laid out. We've picked all the art finally. We had thousands of pieces of art to sift through. We got it down to, for the art of book, we got it down to 225 pieces of art. And we are getting it in there, or at least that's where it might go more, it might go less, who knows. But anyway, that's where we are. There's a full body. That's a kind of a cool body right there. So there's that.
The workshop?
Yep. And then also, thank you, Dustin. I've got on March 20th, so March 19th, my course on how to draw clear human expressions is coming out. And then the following day, March 20th, I've got my live event, which it's a 6-hour live event. Go over to creatureartteacher.com/live, and I'm going to be talking about and teaching how to paint animal portraits in watercolor. It's probably one of my favorite things. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And am I missing anything, Dustin? That's it.
I don't think
so. Let's go over to my the desktop again. My desktop.
I ain't cotton.
So just to reiterate, here's some of the work that I'm doing for the course on how to draw expressions. We're having a lot of fun doing this, and I'm taking the viewer, the student, all the way from neutral poses and talking about what are the nuances that make each expression what it is, and pushing it to until we get to the broadest points. We're talking about anatomy, we're talking about muscles, we're talking about all the parts that kind of come together to create those expressions. And so hopefully by the end of this course, if you've ever had trouble creating good, clear expressions, you won't after this, and you'll have a whole boatload of knowledge after that. And I probably can't tell from the camera angle, but I finally cleaned my screen. It was covered with spit marks all over the place because of all of our live streams and me talking and talking and talking and spitting all over the screen. So
talking is
spitting. So bearded dragon.
A bearded
We
dragon.
jump back to deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda. I got to draw Kung Fu Panda at some point too. But today we're going to draw a bearded dragon.
How about Poe fighting a bearded dragon?
How about now?
How about no? That's too complex. Where's the kaboom?
So we got Dustin here, as usual. And we've got Nick in Sarasota. Soon to be Orlando. Very soon. Right now, Nick and I live about 160 miles apart. Well, in about a month, we're going to be living 5 miles apart. So very, very excited about that. We're going to start being able to do our live streams all together, all 3 of us.
That's going to be crazy.
It's going to be fun.
You're going to literally hear Nick in the corner, Deep Thoughts by me.
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. You know, what I think would be a really good present for for the president is a chocolate gun. Remember that one from Saturday Night Live? He goes, I think a really good present would be a chocolate gun. And because he's so busy, you'd have to run up to him really quick to give it to him.
I forgot about that one. Get down, Mr. President.
All right. Oh, I got to pull up some bearded dragons. All right. Let's see here. Bearded dragons. Oh, look at them. Look at there. Look at there. I really like that. I mean, there's something there that's really kind of cool, and I want to come up with just my own creature.
King of Chill. But
inspired by a bearded dragon. Inspired by... See? This is why I have spit all over my screen, because I'm saying, inspired by.
Inspired.
I actually felt the fan blow the spit back into my face.
I'm inspired.
All right. Should be wearing a mask while I'm drawing. We are a COVID-free house here. I was checked. Our daughter was diagnosed with COVID a month ago, or a little over a month ago.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's come up with a bearded dragon character. I'm just looking. I love that. Let's see.
And Erica and Frankie Bayer are on here. Erica says that workshop is going to be amazing. And Frankie says, "Hi folks, I hope all is well in sunny Florida."
It is warm. Today we are hitting 83 today, and this weekend we're supposed to be hitting 86.
Yeah, the mornings the past week have been interesting. Where like during the mornings it would be like in the...
How you doing, Erica and Frankie? Sorry.
In the 50s, low 60s, and then throughout the day it gradually warms up to the 80s.
Yeah. It's been crazy warm. I don't like it. You guys are going to watch me struggle.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. You're going to watch me... Nick says, I figure after 7 years, it's time we take this relationship to the next level and move within 100 miles of each other.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I think Nick and I are going to end up having to share a camera whenever we do the live streams. We'll have like our own control center. You know what I mean?
Let's see here. I want to push the caricature. Almost like I want to make him like he's a giant.
How do you feel about being on a podcast?
I love it. We've been doing it for, 5-6 years now? So we're pretty used to it. It's fun. And if I don't know if any of you were at the Vertex conference yesterday, based in London, with Imagine Effects magazine, but really had a good time with that yesterday. That was fun.
It all went well there.
Yeah.
Well, so the internet got up and running by then.
Nick goes, "Oh, you didn't tell Dustin he was fired from the streams yet? Oh, wow, this is awkward."
I'm the new Steven, I take it.
Yeah.
You're fired. No, you're rehired.
Don't like it.
But so the internet got up and running in time yesterday?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Don't like it. I don't like it. I want to find another one here. So it's going to take me a little while to find what I want to do.
Yeah, it's interesting how yesterday you and Austin lost internet on the same at the same time, and yet
Well, it was
I
weird
wasn't
because
affected.
I once I restarted, then all of a sudden I had internet again. So I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, because I had my internet issue going on the day before when I got home, and but I think it was my laptop because I kept on waking it up and putting it to sleep, like bringing it bringing it here, opening it up, and then bringing it home, opening it up, and I never shut it down. And so I think it was confused on what internet it should use. So I
Oh.
just restarted the computer and it worked fine after that. But
So someone is asking if I could draw an eye when I am done. Well, I'm drawing two eyes right here on the
are
on
they
our
specific eyes?
yeah. There must be specific eyes that they're looking for. Human eyes.
When you approach a character, do you start with realism and try to bend it more cartoony, if that makes sense?
Well, it depends on
The style?
the style of the film I might be working on. What I'm designing the character for. But I definitely when I do my research, I always start with reality, trying to understand what those creatures are or whatever the characters are in reality, whether they're people or whatever, a culture.
What brush do you use for sketching?
This is one of my I made this brush. So this is one of my homemade brushes. You can get it. It's on my custom brush pack set at creatureartteacher.com. Let's see here. Oh, really? I want to exaggerate these little spines. I like these spines.
Hi, Aaron and Dustin. How's your Friday going? Did you have breakfast?
Did you have breakfast?
Breakfast?
Well,
We had lunch.
we had lunch. Yeah,
And big hot dogs.
yeah. They weren't exactly healthy. It wasn't exactly a healthy lunch.
They'll get us through the day.
It's not too bad.
Uh, would
Let me
you consider
exaggerate.
going on a fans podcast and talking about your career and design?
Depends on the podcast. If you're interested in having us speak, go ahead and go over to Creature. Is it booking at creatureartteacher.com, Nick? I think that's where it is. Oops, got to put another layer on because I want to push this.
Hi, from Hungary, Europe. I'm booked. What?
Is it Hungary or is it a Hungry Europe?
Hungary.
They're from Jolt's country.
Yep. I booked the new course. I cannot wait until 19th of March. How you doing?
Well, we're doing great. Anytime I get to draw is a good day.
Yeah, we're doing good. Doing good.
And I'm glad you booked it. I can't wait to talk to you. Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
Well, I think the workshop is on the 20th. He booked the new course for the expressions course.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm sure that he might invest into the workshop. What's the biggest difference between drawing wolves and dogs?
Just shape, really. I mean, obviously, there's all kinds of different dogs, and there's kind of a lot of different species of wolves too. But it's just understanding shape.
Dogs go bark, bark more, and wolves go awoo more often.
Awoo, awoo.
Awoo, awoo.
There's something here. There's something. Maybe something here. My bearded dragon inspired dragon creature.
I'm like bearded dragon? Yes. Or some form of a bearded dragon.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a little character.
Does Mr. Aaron like drawing ancient animals?
Sure.
Well, I need to finish. Ancient animals like dinosaurs or fantasy ones like dragons and such.
Sure. I like drawing anything that's interesting.
Let me finish the question.
Yeah, I think we're getting something now that I like. I'm going to push his caricature now. Get that chin jutting out a little bit.
I was having one of those moments where when you scroll up just high enough to where you can read some previous questions, but the moment somebody writes a new comment,
yeah, then it's gone.
It automatically just jumps you right back to the latest.
Yeah. Can you draw an eye when? Oh, I did that one already. Yes, it's booking@creatureartteacher.com. Yes, so if you're interested in having me on a podcast, then please contact us at booking@creatureartteacher.com. Can you do the maned wolf this week? No, we're actually neck deep in bearded dragon right now. I haven't drawn any dragons in a while. So I'm taking a real animal and having some fun with it. I want to exaggerate it. It's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic.
Have you ever considered making a how to draw book in the near future? Oh, a book. Yes, actually, we're one of the things we're going to be doing is taking many of our courses. This is something that's in our long term, like the next 7 years kind of thing. We are pretty intent on taking several of our courses and turning them into books, like my introduction to animation, the digital painting, how to paint light. All of those we're talking about turning those into books, which really excites us. So as I draw this, I'm trying to think of the anatomy underneath that lower jaw coming down like so, and how that frill works coming off the bottom of the jaw. This is still very, very rough as I'm still trying to find it. See, I've got reference, but I'm making up my own. See, this is something I really want to emphasize with you guys is, you know, you can pull stuff from Google Images and all that kind of stuff all you want, but really try to make your own. Don't copy another photograph out there. Don't copy someone else's. Don't plagiarize. Really kind of push it and make, man, I am spitting all over my screen. Make it your own. That's important. Let's flop it.
Would you ever consider doing some kind of critique option on Creature Art Teacher, a way to submit artwork for your feedback?
We get that question so often, and yes, we want to do that. We are in the process of figuring out a way we can do that, and so yes, we will be. So did you notice that when I flopped it, you were able to see how that eye was all kind of pushed up too high, and actually I'm going to pull it down even more. Pull it right down in there. I'm going to push the caricature. There we go. There we go. So I want to mention again, and Dustin, you can pull it up. We've got our 7-year anniversary sale going on. So it's a lot of our popular courses, brushes, photo packs, all kinds of stuff are just $7, and many more are 30% off or more. So go check that out. It's 7 years now that we've been in business, 7 years this month, and or at least in the business in the state that it's in. And we're really happy about that. So we want to kind of celebrate with you guys and give you a little deal. Give you a little deal.
7-year anniversary. I heard your mispronunciation there. Anniversary.
Middle.
Anniversary.
Is that what I said?
Yep.
Did I say it wrong?
At first, but then you correct yourself. Anniversary. When you work for a company, you have a quote unquote big boss that tells you how much time to dedicate to a project before releasing it. But for me, who does projects all by myself, is not always so clear. How do I manage this?
Well, it's something that if you've never done it before, it's going to just take experience, because you're not going to know how long something's going to take you. You know, we know just through having done enough movies, you know, that each time we budget out a new movie, we know about how long it's going to take because we've done lots of other movies in the past. And that's how you do it. I'm just going to put spine that look like he's a horned toad. It's kind of a bearded dragon. It's a bearded dragon inspired creature.
I recently watched the Waking Sleeping Beauty documentary
Yes.
and the Howard Ashman documentary on Disney Plus. I didn't know Tim Burton had worked in the animation department.
Yeah.
Did you have the chance to work with or for Tim or Howard?
No. Well, Howard Ashman, the last thing he worked on before he passed away, or at least when we saw him in the studio, was Little Mermaid. And I think they had written some stuff for Aladdin, but he passed. I think during Aladdin is when he passed. When we were making Aladdin. All right, so I've got something here that feels kind of cool. Let's I want to blow it up a little bit.
Yeah. What about Tim Burton?
What about him?
Did you ever have a chance to work with him?
No, never did. I want this to be more of a portrait. Coming up out of the light. Into the light. There we go. Okay, so let's turn that back around. Here's where we were.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey, how's it going, eh?
How's it going, eh? Have you ever been stuck on a piece of art but somehow overcame what was wrong with it and fixed it?
Oh, I'm doing it right now. You're watching me do it now. That's why I love doing request days with you guys, because I never know what I'm going to get, and I got to figure it out. Like, you know, if I had more time, I'd love to figure out a more dynamic kind of pose for this guy. But we've only got a couple hours, and I've kind of got a drawing now, so I'll run with it. Yeah, I want to get these.
Do you ever draw hybrid animals, like a half wolf, half lion?
Well, I've done my zebra. I did my zebra lion and my elephant tiger. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to tie it down a little bit more. YouTube question. Mark Davis did both ride concept and movies. Is that still something that is done in Disney, or does the park have its own art team for that? By and large, the park still has its own art team for that. So there's not a lot of overlap. You know, that's Imagineering. I do know guys that have kind of gone, and I know guys that are working for Imagineering now that worked with us in feature animation.
Okay. Live stream is going.
Is it going in and out?
Yeah.
See, I'm wondering if I've got some problems with my internet. I'm just gonna keep drawing. You tell me if we've got issues.
Still struggling. Yeah, struggling to keep up.
I don't have anything else on. Sorry guys, we've had problems with my internet here the last couple of days. Hopefully it'll stick, it'll keep going. You're still going? Kyle Webster from Adobe says, "Great drawing, Aaron, as usual." Oh, thanks, man. It's nice to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Oh, we might be getting back.
Coming back out of it?
Yeah, I think we might be getting back out of it. Yep. It's slowly reviving.
Stream is down. Nick just wrote stream is down.
We're coming back.
He just said it's down.
Well, he's delayed.
We'll call Nick. If I'm still talking to you guys, then that's great. But I don't know if I'm talking to you guys or not.
Hello. Should we just do a restart? Yeah, well, it looks like we're back in the green, but it's still showing that we're dropping frames. So, keep it going. All right, sounds good. Bye.
So, are we actually broadcasting right now, or no?
Yeah, we're broadcasting right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hi, everybody. You get to hear us. You get to hear me talking behind the scenes. Hey, at least I didn't swear.
I remember one of the earliest live streams when I went, "Osh." You remember that one?
Oh yeah. Hey, that's the family show.
Hey, quiet now. There's a family show. I still think it'd be funny if like for one day of the year we do an uncensored live stream.
No, I do not talk this way.
Of the year.
I do not talk this way. Do you? I do not talk this way.
Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah, like you walk around going, "Oh, cheese and crackers."
Cheese and crackers, yeah.
He thought I was going to say
That's
something.
it.
You so paranoid.
There we go. I'm gonna show you some tricks. We're gonna get some scale patterns going in here. We're gonna photo bash them in. We'll have some fun with it.
So it says, "Man, we need a TV show with just Aaron and Dusty talking about stuff."
I'm gonna squint this eye up on this side. Just a touch. Just a touch.
Just a touch. Just the lightest, tedious little touch.
Just a little squint. YouTube, what do you think would happen if lions were reintroduced in North America? Well,
Reintuted?
I think there'd be a lot of farmers out there shooting them. Don't think it would work too well. I think a lot of cattle would go down.
No.
You know, when we go to Africa, each day we go out on our game drives. You know, the Maasai are coming out of their villages, and they're out herding their cattle, and the kids take the goats, and the men take the cattle, and they go out into the grasslands and take them out to graze. And boy, it's a constant battle against, you know, jackals and hyenas and a lot of different. Well, that island's too thick. And so I think we'd see, you know, if we introduced lions back into North America, you would definitely see an element of that with domestic animals being taken.
What color are you thinking for this wee dragon?
I don't know yet. I just want to get the drawing down. I want to make sure I've got all the dimension. I've never drawn one before, so it's kind of fun to figure it out.
Figure it out.
Just figure it out, eh?
Just figure it out, bud.
Hey, bud.
You're walking in something nice there, bud. I've been away for a while.
Oh, that's great. How's it going?
How's it going, eh? How did or is the weight loss for better health effort going?
Oh, come on. You had to bring that up. I've gained it all back. I failed miserably. But we're moving into a new place, and I've got some plans for this new place where we're moving into. So I think with the new environment that I'm moving into, it's gonna help me succeed in my weight loss goals.
Gonna help you improve.
Yes. Not that I need to have, you know, I kind of do, because the way that I'm living right now, it's a little hard, but I definitely fell off the wagon. So I've got some goals coming up in the new place.
What's the big? Oh, sorry.
I was going to say I'm moving very close to a state park. The state park will actually be in my backyard, and which I don't have that ability. I don't have that access to nature where I'm living now, and so I'm going to be out there pretty much on a daily basis in that state park.
Yeah, you can literally just like bike around the corner.
No, it's literally in the man. I am spitting as I got like the sloshiest mouth.
Just yeah, you can just hop the fence.
Yeah.
And boom, you're in the park.
Man, I'm digging this dragon. This is kind of fun to draw. I must say, whoever suggested the bearded dragon inspired creature, because obviously this isn't a real bearded dragon, but I'm having fun being inspired by one.
I'm Canadian and getting a kick out of your Canadian impressions. We're glad you're not offended.
Well, half the guys I work with or used to work with at Disney were Canadian, so we picked up on it.
I remember living in Toronto for 2 years, and
oh yeah, remember that a couple years ago when you did that?
Yeah, it was a fun time. But I remember talking to one of these guys at a vape store and asking like how often do Americans come in and like try to impress like the OA and blah blah blah, and they're like, yeah, we get that a lot, but we actually you don't really see a bunch of Canadians talk like that here in Toronto. That's more further north, further in the countryside.
Yeah, to a degree. Tyler on YouTube asks, idea, could you do a live stream drawing of the same character, subject in 3 to 5 different art styles? Cartoon, Pixar, caricature, realistic? Ooh, that's a cool idea. That's a lot to do for one stream, but I might have to do that.
I already asked the question about the caricature art, right?
The what?
What's the biggest challenge in caricature art for you?
No, you haven't asked that.
Okay.
For me, it's the exaggeration. I tend to not exaggerate enough. And so I have a hard time getting enough exaggeration. And if I'm doing caricature likenesses, then I have a hard time doing the exaggeration and keeping the likeness. Man, this is fun. I'm digging this guy.
Hi guys, maybe slightly off topic here, but what are your favorite dragons in pop culture? Films, books, video games, etc.
That's not off subject. I'm drawing a freaking dragon.
I have to say my favorite dragons have to be from Ring of Fire.
I was going to say Ring of Fire. Isn't that the one with Matthew McConaughey?
Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale?
Yeah. Mine too.
Yeah, I love the designs of those dragons. And then right behind it, I would have to say Smaug.
No, Game of Thrones, man.
I never watched the Game of Thrones.
Well, there you go. I love those dragons.
But another one I really liked was from what am I drawing a blank?
I don't know. You tell me.
The villain from Sleeping Beauty.
Maleficent?
Maleficent, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the live action one where she turns her servant into a dragon, but it's still Crow.
Oh yeah.
So it has like that beautiful blend of like dragon scales, but mixed in with feathers.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool design.
Hey Aaron, have you ever done a mural? Yes. Not many, but I've done a few. I did one in high school for my buddy. His parents hired me to do a giant mural inside their living room of an Everglades scene. It took me weeks. And then when I was in college, and up near Bradenton on one of the beaches on Anna Maria Island, they had like a 110-foot wall that they wanted a mural on, and so they hired me and my buddies when we were going to Ringling College of Art and Design to do the mural. So that was 110 feet. So we had to get that done.
Which is your favorite Looney Tunes character?
I don't have one.
Really?
No. I love Daffy Duck. I love Bugs Bunny. I love
two classics.
Oh yeah.
You're hurting me. Please stop.
I love it's for me. It's more about seeing them together, like Daffy and Bugs together. It just cracks me up.
Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Rabbit season. Duck season. Fire.
It's not fire. The way you say fire cracks me up.
Oh, the fire.
There we go.
Also, Daffy's classic zoink and away.
Oh, I love that. Zoink
and away. Zoink and away. Hey, Aaron, Dustin, how's it hanging?
Well, let me tell you.
It's hanging pretty good.
Twitch question. Someone mentioned the documentary Waking Sleeping Beauty. Are there any other art documentaries you like and would recommend? You know, there's a BBC documentary on drawing that I found really fascinating that my friend Ronnie Williford and his wife Paula Williford got me into. Is on the BBC, I believe, and they're talking about the importance of drawing and how it really infiltrates our everyday life and how there's a lot more drawing in a lot of careers than some people realize. And one of the most fascinating ones was this guy doing open heart surgery. And he said he plans out all of his surgery. He's an artist, and he plans out all of his surgeries. He draws them out. And but what was even more fascinating is they were doing this open heart surgery, and you know, you have to cool the heart because they have to stop the heart at one point, and then they put you on a machine while they work on your heart during open heart. And so at this point, they had basically finished what they needed to do, and they're warming the heart back up to restart it, get it pumping again. And so while they were doing that, he was talking to his students. He was talking to them about the procedures and kind of the different parts of the heart and what they were doing to it and this and that. And what he was doing was he was standing there, and he had a clipboard. He had his paper, and he had his forceps. He just had forceps, because he had been working inside the chest cavity. And so he was taking his forceps, and it was fascinating, and dipping the forceps in the chest cavity in the blood, just right into the open wound. And then he was drawing and explaining what he was going to do by using the patient's blood, dipping the forceps in while they're waiting for the heart to warm back up. And I just found that really, it wasn't gross. It was fascinating.
That's interesting. Using another person's blood as paint.
Well, I know a lot of people have gotten really disgusted by it, but I just think it would be. I have a friend that's a nurse that I really wanted her to draw some of my blood, and we do a live stream drawing in my blood. But maybe that's too weird. Maybe do a Halloween one like that.
There actually is a guy that does make artwork using nothing but his own blood.
Yeah. We need to put some kind of anticoagulant in it or something.
The person that was asking that was talking before about us doing the Canadian impersonations.
Oh yeah.
It was Angelina said that it's really just that we've grown to ignore all our own accents. I didn't think I had one until I went to Vegas, and the shop employee said, "Ooh, you're from Manitoba. I can hear it in your accent."
You're from Manitoba, eh?
How's it going there, bud?
All right, so we got the drawing done. That's not too bad. Got a little bit of character. Let's see. Well, dragons are generally yellow, brown. Let's just start with some of that. Let's get some color. Whoops. Come on, let go. There we go. So,
do you typically make the eyes look in the opposite direction where the face is posed? Makes it more interesting, or it doesn't matter?
Oh, let's see here. No, it's just, for me, it was just a more interesting direction to go for this particular image. So I'm just going to grab this kind of beige color. The secrets of drawing. Yes, that might be it, Nick. I'm not sure, but I think that might be it.
Loved seeing you animate on Vertex yesterday.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I loved being out there and doing it. Well, not being out there, but I love doing the Vertex thing. Sorry, I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. Sometimes I lose it.
You better think about what you're trying to do me. I made a caricature portrait of you. Traditional technique. Can I send it to you?
Sure. That sounds cool. Thank you. So what I'm going to do is I want to just get the silhouette painted in real quick with the color.
Chuck Jones's Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner are the pinnacle in comedy. I love them.
Oh yeah, of course.
Beep beep.
Very good. We're gonna have some fun with this one today, I think.
Hmm?
I gotta have to speed up, but I want to have some fun with the scale textures.
Mm. While working with Disney, what was the most difficult thing to do when it came to social life, like life with family or time with friends and such?
No, actually, that wasn't hard at all because we were all at Disney. We were all very close friends, and so we spent a lot of our time together. What was difficult was for our spouses, whether your wife worked at Disney or your husband worked at Disney. When we'd all get together, we would talk about work, and a lot of times the poor spouses got left out of the conversation. So we're constantly trying to make sure that we weren't, you know, bringing that with us and leaving our spouses out of the conversations. It happened though, but from a social standpoint, Disney, we really didn't spend. I didn't have any friends outside of Disney for a long time, for years. All of my friends were at Disney, with the exception of one or two very close friends that I've grown up with, and we would get together. But other than that, the only people I hung out with were my Disney friends, Disney coworkers, and we were like brothers and sisters. I mean, we really grew up together. I started at Disney as an intern when I was 20 years old, and I was there all the way into my until I was into my 40s, until I was 42, 43. So from 20 years old to 43 years old, I was at Disney, and we spent 20 some odd years together. We went through a lot together. We went through marriages and children and death and pain, unbelievable pain and unbelievable joys, and we experienced them all together, along with making some of the greatest movies ever seen, which was a big bonus for us. But for us, it was really about making those movies. It was about spending the time together, and doing that. That's what made it special.
So would you say that our group of friends in Claremont, the Lake Mineola crew, was that like the first group of friends outside of work that you had in a long time?
Exactly. Yes.
Nice.
So what I've done is I've locked the layer, so I can get kind of free with it and not worry about painting outside the lines. Because when I lock the layer, it doesn't allow me to draw outside of what I've already painted, so I can get a lot more free with it. I keep snorting.
Hi, Aaron. Huge fan of your work from Ireland.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? What is your opinion on artists who using the tips on these tutorials in their work? Do you recommend it or dislike it, as these are your original works?
Say that again?
What is your opinion on artists using the tips on these tutorials in their work?
That's the whole reason I do it. I want you to learn from it. I want you to use these tips. Of course, that's the whole inspiration. When I left the studio world and started doing this as a full-time job, the whole reason I did it is because I never had anyone teaching me like this. I mean, I had teachers, but it took me a long time to learn everything. And so I have 30 some odd years of experience in the industry, and I've been able to pick up all these different tips that I'm trying to impart. I want you guys to use them so you don't have to, so you'll have a leg up on me, leg up on everybody else. You'll have you'll have an advantage. That's the whole point, is to give back, right? So I want you, yeah, of course, I want you guys to use these tips. That's the whole reason I have this channel. So I want to give back to you guys. I want to make sure I give back before I die. So there you go. You just got my philosophy, my philosophy.
Have you been vaccinated yet?
I have not been vaccinated. We're not. I'm too young to get the vaccination yet. Everyone that's getting vaccinated is 65 and above, and I'm 53, so I've not been vaccinated yet. Matter of fact, I just had my 53rd birthday
Nice.
on the 17th.
Do you have a color palette decided on before you start, or do you
No,
pick as you go?
I'm just picking as I go. I'm just kind of figuring this one out. I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Just picking as I go.
How hard is it to use a drawing tablet on the computer? I just got my first drawing tablet, but it doesn't have a display. I bet it's going to be hard to get used to, huh?
Yeah, not having a display is not, it's a little hard to get used to. That's why I chose to go this route, because it's easier for me. I like looking at what I'm drawing rather than having to look at a screen away from where my hand is. All right, let's continue here. What do we got? I like some of those designs. There's some interesting designs going on there. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do this. Let's do this. Let's go with a little blue. I wonder if it's going to feel like it's too colorful if I go up, if I do complements.
Complementary.
Let's see. What do you think? Does it feel too much? I was going to erase some, you know what I did? One thing I did do wrong
What did you do wrong?
is I want to do it on another layer.
Yep, that'll do it.
Because I want to erase some designs into it.
Like patterns?
Yeah. Erase some patterns into it. So let's do that. Definitely, I'm going to go greenish and darker. Maybe push it a little more. Maybe that won't feel so bad.
I kind of like the light gray more, but I think a bit lighter than what you were using earlier.
All right. Well, one of the other cool things about doing this on another layer is I can change the
hue.
The hue.
The hue.
What brush are you using for the color? I'm using a brush that a friend of mine gave me. Everybody asks me about this brush. I've tried so hard to replicate this brush. I can't seem to replicate it. I've come close. I've got some texture brushes that are for sale, but this one I just can't. I can't seem to not use it because it works perfect for especially something like this, where I need to. Yeah, let's go up here. Where I need to get this texture. Let's do hue and saturation. So let's change that hue.
Just got home and jumped on. Is this a bearded dragon?
Yeah, it is a bearded dragon.
It is a bearded dragon.
Do you like that? And then knock the saturation down a little bit.
Yeah, lighten it a little bit, like make it a lighter gray. Yeah.
You like that? All right, so let's do this now. Grab my eraser. I'm gonna grab my eraser. Oh, I know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use the eraser. Get this brush. I'll get this brush. Let's see if that'll work. Oops. Oh, got it.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, it's not gonna let me, is it?
What are you trying to
It
do?
just knocked me up to the paintbrush. I can't erase in this pattern for some reason. I wanted to, right there, see that?
Yeah.
We got another
What do you have
layer.
it set to?
See that pattern?
Oh, yeah.
But that's too much. That's a too much.
That's too much.
So let me just go back to my eraser. Let's see here. Maybe that'll work.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey!
So, Jordan, do you mind if I copy your drawing just to learn? Can I get your permission for that?
You don't need my permission. Just do it, baby.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Do it.
What books did you read for the expression course? It's mainly, I've got a book. What's that book right there? Body Language.
Yep.
We got that one, and I've got one on. This one I'm finding really fascinating. Acting face to face. Plus, I've got some just face reference books, but those I haven't really been referencing those at all. Most of everything I'm doing right now, I'm just pulling from years of experience. But there is one book by that I find helpful. It's just, and I recommend it. I don't use it a lot, but I do recommend it for younger artists. And that's the by Mark Simon, just Expressions by Mark Simon. It's a good book. It's got some good information in there, or just good reference, I should say. Is there a good rule of thumb when choosing base colors for your subject? Base color meaning before applying light and shadow? Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm adding the base colors. You know, I try to keep things pretty analogous, you know, colors that go together. And then you accent with complements like I'm doing here. I don't even know if this is going to work. I don't know. I've still got a lot of texture to add in here.
Do you have an opinion on using an iPad with Photoshop as opposed to some other type of tablet? Are iPad graphics suitable?
For Photoshop, I think so. I don't use Photoshop for iPad. I use Procreate. So, but you know, I'm sure it's great.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey, how's it going?
Just curious, what exciting non-art creative endeavors have you been involved in lately?
Non-art?
Non-art related. Or non-art creative endeavors.
No, not too much actually. I haven't had time for anything. I haven't played any music in a long time. Matter of fact, my father's been down here and he's been playing music every day and trying to get me to come out and play, and I haven't done it. I got to get out there and play.
Was Brother Bear based on a folktale?
No. It's our own kind of Native American myth that we created, but we spent a better part of a year researching real myths and legends so that we could get the flavor for them and create our own. So once again, I'm just laying in local color on here, just trying to get a sense of what the markings are going to be.
When you say younger artist, do you mean less experienced?
Yes. Yes. I do mean less experienced because there are older artists out there that are less experienced as well. So yes, that's a better way of saying it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating some scale textures.
In your experience, when making Brother Bear and what you're doing with Snow Bear, do you write a script before storyboarding, or do you just jump straight to storyboard and switch scenes around as you go?
No, we script first. We write it first, then board. Board according to the script. Now, in the case of Snow Bear is a small, only 8-minute project, and so we basically just wrote the outline and the business that he was going to do, and then we jumped to storyboarding. We had the great Lyndon Ruddy, who did our story course. He was doing the initial pass on storyboarding, but his work got a little busy, so my brother Travis, who's also going to be doing some courses with us outside of the Calipeg course he did, he's storyboarding it right now too. So it's coming along very nicely, if I say so. How do you deal with art / drawings that I'm not satisfied with? I just keep going until I am. I don't give up. I never say good enough, it's good enough. Well, there is a point where something is just good enough, but where you get diminishing returns. But I don't give up. The Bear and the Hare is fantastic. Question regarding the frame rate: was it in 2s or 1s? Was there any issue with matching with the frame rate of the camera? Thanks. No, the frame rate of the camera is 24 frames per second. So all the animation is done at 24 frames per second no matter what. Now, some of it's done on 2s, some of it's done on 1s. It was a mixture of the two. Like, when the hare is running across the old log when he's trying to bring his present, that's all on 1s. But when the bear is, walking through the forest, that's on 2s. So it just depends on how fast of an action I need. But that determines, how many frames I expose each drawing for, whether it's one drawing or two or 1 frame or 2 frames. All right, so I think we've got enough. Let's save this too, by the way. Bearded Dragon. And we're going to save that in our Dropbox, Project Dolphin. We're going to save that and whoops, what the heck is going on? Why is it doing that? That's weird. Cancel. Whoa, what the heck? Just
turn it off! Turn it off!
It's following it around.
It's what?
There we go. That was weird. That was really weird. What's going on? I'm going to hit cancel. It won't let me cancel. There we go. Wow, that was weird. All right, live stream images. That's what we're looking for. My live stream images folder. We got so many different folders. There it is. Save. All right, so here we are. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to create a new document. And we're going to create some scales. I'm going to look at those scales on there and see how they're drawn. Okay. Oops. We'll start with the light color. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. I was doing this earlier. Let's doing it again, Dustin.
The wheel of
I'm
death.
getting the spinning wheel of death.
Ah, man. Why?
I might have to quit Photoshop and then restart Photoshop. Yeah, I'm just getting the spinning wheel of death.
Oof.
All right, let's do this.
You may have already answered this, so apologies if so. Do you know when the book will be shipped? I'm so excited for it to come.
I did answer that, so move on. Next question.
You're such a jerk.
The book is hopefully going to ship before June. That's our goal. That's too small.
Hey, Aaron, Dustin, did you watch the Perseverance land on Mars?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, watch the I watched the recording afterwards. I didn't watch it live, unfortunately.
All right.
But it was still pretty cool to watch.
Oh yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this this texture, skin texture.
Minnie Lee says, "Holy crap! I call it the spinning wheel of death too. Freaky.
Freaky.
It's just freaky."
Oh, change the scratch disk to the local drive. That's right. I wonder if that got switched somehow. How do I change that, Nick? I forget how to do it. I go into preferences. System preferences, I believe.
I believe that's how you do it.
Oh, no, it's not system preferences. It's Photoshop preferences. What's it under? Scratch disks. There it is. Look at that, Nick. I'm doing it all by myself. It's on the hard drive right now. Where do I put it? Do I put it on the Drobo? Got a lot more free space on the Drobo.
The Drobo.
There, I do it that way. I hope that's right. I just put it on the Drobo.
Off to the Drobo.
Tell me if I did it wrong. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just creating this pattern. This is going to be a scale pattern. All I'm doing here is just... Oh, we're going to do it later. Okay, so should I take it off the Drobo? All right, I'm going to lighten that up. And then I'm going to create a new layer. And we're going to do this. Okay. So it's just going to take a few minutes, but what I'm going to do is just create kind of this organic scale pattern. And some of them will be a little smaller than others. I'll split some of them up. I want it to feel very organic. Okay. Watching the show last night on Netflix called Invisible City. It's a Brazilian kind of fantasy murder whodunit kind of thing, talking about, but it's mixed with mythical kind of creatures from Brazil.
Oh,
it's pretty cool.
So it's fascinating.
I liked it. The main character in it, he looks exactly like John Krasinski. Is that his name? Is that how you say it? From The Office?
Oh, yeah. John Krasinski.
Married to Emily Blunt.
Yep. I miss his what was it, the some good news.
Oh yeah. I love that he does that. So what I'm doing is I'm creating this pattern. What we're going to do is I'm going to be able to use this on our little bearded dragon. Well, it's not little; it's on our big bearded dragon, and I can photo bash it in. I like creating my own patterns like this, or you can just grab your own scale pattern. They're out there. I make scale brushes sometimes. Those work. We'll see how this one works. I'm hoping it works good enough. Well, what's going to be cool about this is we'll be able to stretch it and warp it and do all kinds of stuff with it. And because I'm not putting any light direction on it, I can use it any way I want. So we're going to get this pattern on here. And it'll look like we did a lot more work than we really did.
I hate asking, but I struggle when I
Then
see.
don't.
I struggle when I see, in my opinion, very poor illustration work in children's books. I know art is subjective. Just curious your thoughts on that.
I think it is subjective, and I think one of the great things I love about children's books is that how diverse they are. That not all of them are beautiful. You know, some of them can be primitive in a different style, and kids, you know, kids love that. So I don't mind that at all. Celebrate that diversity in art and in life.
Life finds a way.
Life, yes, life finds a way. That was terrible. That was my Jeff Goldblum. I'm trying to be Jeff Goldblum. I can't do impersonations to save my life. Dustin's great at it.
Thank you very much. Or should I say, thank you very much. Oh yeah.
All right, so we're getting some fun little textures here. Fun little textures.
Got some fun little textures there.
I'm trying to keep it really organic. I don't want it to feel like it's mechanical.
And how do you know if your work is working?
If it looks right, it is right. That's how I know. You go with your gut. If you feel good about it, keep rolling with it. As you get older and more experienced, your tastes will mature, and things that you thought looked great when you were younger, you'll realize weren't, and you'll just get better at it. Twitch question. Hi, Aaron. Another question regarding the bear and the hare. Did you animate on top of the frames already taken by the camera, just like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit, or was there some matching in post? They did all of the matching in post. I animated, I just basically had a ground plane, but none of the live action was shot because it was all shot in camera. So they had to take my animation, put it in the set, and then shoot. So there was nothing to match to. As long as I matched basically the right eye level that was suggested in the layout, then they were able to match that with the camera when they did the shooting. They would just put the camera at the right level and match the level that I drew it at. Oh man, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Speaking of bearing the hair.
Speaking of
so funny you guys are talking about it. Speaking of bear in the hair.
Bear in the hair. Do you have the original plates?
Yeah.
Oh,
right here.
What? Even I've never seen these.
See?
Oh.
There's one. This is from the beginning of when he's first walking in. There's one.
Are those, I forgot. Are those metal or what?
No, these are cardboard.
Oh, cardboard?
Two.
Really?
Coming through.
So those are very fragile.
Yeah, oh yes. 3. Yeah. Those are all from the original commercial.
I remember watching the behind the scenes, and it did look like they made like metallic laser engravings, or like they.
Yeah, you can see the burn marks on the back.
Huh?
You can see the burn marks on the back.
Oh, the burn marks.
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like
There's
they were.
another one.
I didn't know that they were
He's
burning,
looking at him.
that they were lasering out cardboard. I thought it was like aluminum or something.
No, it's cardboard. Here's one from the very first shot in the commercial. Right there.
Hang on, let me put this down. Stop moving it. There we go. Got it.
Right there. And then here is when the snowflake comes down and lands on his nose. Yeah.
Cute.
So there you go. Those are the originals from the commercial. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing,
Back
bada
to
bing,
work.
bada boom, bada bing, bada bing.
So for those of you watching from the UK, hopefully you guys remember that commercial. I hope you do. Bear in the hair. I don't think anybody here in the States knows about it, other than if you're in animation, you probably know about it just because of the technique. But nobody here in the States saw the commercial. But if you're in the UK, hopefully you remember that was from 2013. It was quite a while ago. All right, so I've got this pattern now. I'm going to knock that back even more. I'm going to blend these together. So now, when I come up here, I'm going to take it, we're going to go, just bring it right there. I'm going to lighten it up. I'm going to make 2 of them. Turn one off. Move it up here. Turn it this way. Go a little bigger with it. Maybe a little bigger. And then we'll go warp. So now I can curve it. Get it to fit that jaw. See what I'm doing? Just get it to fit the jaw right there. There we go. Now I can take copy that one, so we have another one to go from. Now let's take it. Oh, Nick posted the link to the making of. Oh, good. So now I'm going to turn it this way. Actually, I'll flop that horizontal. Let's see if I can get these to match up a little bit. And we'll warp it once again. I want it to match the contours of the chin.
I don't know if you have already spoken about this, but do you plan on doing another workshop like you did last March 14th once COVID is not as bad?
Oh yeah, you mean like the watercolor?
Yeah. Also,
Yes.
I absolutely love the bear in the hair and show it to my students every single semester. It makes my soul happy.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yes, we're going to be doing more of that. So now I'm going to grab my brush here. Make that a little bigger, and I'm going to go option here. Just fill that little gap in. There we go. So now I'm going to go back down to 6 again, and we're going to repeat that one. I'm going to turn that on. I'll move that around. Let's see, let's flop that one.
Yeah, the workshop I would love to do again is the Peckforton Castle.
Oh yeah. How important is realism in a character design portfolio, and can it be in your own style? It doesn't. As far as character design goes, obviously it depends on the studio you're interviewing with. But realism isn't super important, I don't think, as long as you have a good, strong foundation, and your designs are strong. So that's going away in perspective. So I'm going to squash it a little bit. Bring that down. Now watch. I'm going to go to edit and to go warp. We're just going to pull these around. I'm going to warp those patterns right onto the cheek. Get a little bit. There we go. There we go. That kind of fits. And let's do another one. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
Another one.
Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. There we go. Right.
Wait, how did you just fill that gap in? Clone tool?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Come on.
Yeah, man, that's like...
Yeah, that's how you do it.
It's like 101, man.
That's 101. Come on, man.
Bruh.
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 All right, warp. Now I'm going to turn it all this way. I want to match the contour of that face. Gonna get that contour in there. You know, get that contour. Get in there. Get that contour. There we go.
Bigger stream had another hiccup.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, we're fine. I think we're good right now.
Okay, so I'm going to erase that back. Let me get a good eraser.
It is running a tad slow.
Doggone it. There we go. So you can see we're starting to get some nice textures in here. All just from making, and you know, it doesn't match perfectly, but it doesn't have to. You know, I just want to get enough texture in there that I can start painting over the top of it, and it gives me a little bit of a grid to work off of. Okay. So now I'm going to take this one here. Just keep taking the same one. I'm going to flop it. Oops, not that one. I'm going to go to this one and go to transform and horizontal, flop. And really all I have to do here is go to free transform, hold down my shift key, and just squash it kind of. And then I go into edit, transform, and warp, and I can get it to fit those contours.
Is there a pre-sale for the expression course?
Oh yeah.
Yes, there is.
Absolutely.
There's a pre-order.
There is a pre-order for the expressions course. Yes, there is.
And it's 40% off sale right now.
It's 40% off.
And no, it's not your end of the stream. It's our end. We're having some internet hiccups today, and apparently it's been going on for the past few days. Right?
Yeah, here.
Either. Yeah, every evening, like anywhere between 11 to
11
to 1 in the morning, like anywhere between that time frame, I get a hiccup in my internet.
Oh, really?
Every night. Yeah.
That's no bueno.
How long does it take you to make a course?
Oh, it depends. You know, the Birds of Prey course, that was over 60 hours of content. That one took me, took us how long, Dustin? 3 months?
If not more.
Yeah.
I actually think, yeah, I think we did about a month and a half worth of filming and just as much of editing time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just about. And I think we did take a few days off for friends in town, and also instead of filming, we were getting reference photos from the natural habitat.
Habitat, like the natural habitat.
Natural habitat.
Natural habitat.
Look at the natural habitat. But yeah, it did take quite a while. But there are other, but normally they don't really take that long. That one was really extreme.
That was extreme.
But usually
that was me being ridiculous. I was just being ridiculous.
Yeah, I think usually they can take at least a few weeks to film and fully edit and everything and get it ready to get out the door. But again, it depends on the complexity and the lengths of the course and all that stuff. So
here I'm just repeating the patterns, getting it all over his body. Yep. So now what I do is I just have to go in and kind of erase it out. Let me go to my eraser. My eraser.
Are you using a Cintiq Pro?
I am using a Cintiq Pro. Do you have the camera on the? Do you have a studio camera on today?
We haven't had a studio camera for a while. It's just you and your it's the shot of you and your Cintiq.
You don't have a. Oh, I guess it's just that. Your beard's all red. I mean, it's like bright red. No, on here because it's on focus. It's in focus. Your beard, like it's focusing on every hair.
Oh, is it?
So the whole beard is just bright red.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The peak focus.
Yeah. There we go.
I just watched the bear in the hair. It brought tears to my eyes. Very well done.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. So you can see we're getting these textures in. And let me do this. It might be too much. Might be too much. Just kind of getting the rest of it in here.
Could you tell us more about your plans for your new home?
No. I don't have right now. We're just planning on getting moved, but the new home will have a nice little studio space in it. Nick will be nearby. Dustin will be a 30-minute drive away.
They're going to be expecting a lot
I'll
of
have a
slumber
much
parties.
bigger office studio space to draw and paint in, which I'm very excited about. And I'm getting another spinning wheel of death. There we go.
Man, what is up with these spinning wheels of deaths?
I don't know. It's annoying. Oh, there it goes again.
Oh my lord, can it not?
Okay. Well, we're just gonna let it run there. And go, okay, save. Now let's put, because we're already like an hour and 42 minutes into this, and I haven't even started any light and shadow yet. So I think we've got enough texture in here. If I need more texture for this side, I'll just do that. Well, actually, I'll do it real quick now.
Gabby's here.
Hey, Gabby.
Says, hey, good morning and afternoon from Santa Cruz. I'm actually able to watch and listen to today's vid. I'm so happy right now.
Right on.
So you're not just on a break, you're actually here? You're here for the rest of the stream? That would be awesome.
All right, so I've got some textures in now. So we've got rough textures in. That's going to be good to go. First thing I want to do is I'm going to put all these layers, all these different layer 6, put them all into a folder and go texture.
Erica says, I'm enjoying the Birds of Prey, but I think it will take me a few more months to complete it.
Yeah.
Awesome content.
It's just too much. I know. Thank you for saying so, Erica. I kind of went a little bit overboard.
Yeah, I think you went with a bit too broad of a subject with just Birds of Prey.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to make it a clipping mask. Can I move that up there? No, I can't. Z. And yeah. So for right now, that's what I'm going to do.
What's the main reason why you're moving?
I'm moving into I need more space.
Yeah, this studio is making him lose his mind.
We've got 5 people living in this house, and it's not big enough. All right, so I'm going to set this to multiply. Actually, you know what? The heck with it. I'm just going to put it on top. I'm not doing a clipping mask. So let's do, where do we want the light to come from? I want that light coming from, let's see.
Eric says, so happy to watch live. This is getting me in the zone to do art. I'm going to focus and make something new today. Sounds like
well,
a plan.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's that one.
Well, where you go?
We gotta win this race.
Gotta win this race.
I'm gonna do it this way. There we go. All right, I'm talking to myself. Now we're gonna make a clipping mask, and we're gonna set it to multiply. Now, there.
Rubber.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Okay.
Every artist problem, not enough space.
It really is.
Truly.
Really?
Truly.
Oh, come on. Just randomly gives me the spinning wheel of death. Watch, I'm going to do it again. There it is.
The wheel of death.
So my next live online workshop is going to be March 20th. So join me for 6 hours of how to paint animal portraits in watercolor. It's going to be a blast. So going over to creatureartteacher.com/live, and you can get more information there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
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 Do you think you're gonna be in the new house by then?
Maybe, maybe not.
Still up
No,
here?
I won't be.
Oh, okay.
Close on the new house March 12th. All right. I'm going to put him in shadow. We're going to do the Aaron Blaise shadow. Coming up out of the shadows. It emerged from the shadows.
He is the shadow. He is the night.
Everyone gives me hell for doing shadow. It's like, oh, you're doing your shadow again. Yeah, well, I'm doing my shadow.
It's your signature move.
I like shadows.
I like big shadows in the game. I
So I'm putting in the shadows where I think there should be shadows.
Will the watercolor workshop be a paint-along or more of a lecture format?
It's going to be both. So if you want to just have it a lecture, then it'll be that. But I'm also going to be providing the reference. So if you want to do a paint-along, I'm providing the list of materials that you'll need. If you go to the website, you'll find all that. And then, so when it comes time, the day of, you can download the reference and you can paint along with me. It's going to be cool, man. It's going to be real cool.
It's gonna be real cool there, Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan got you some ice cream. I got shot in the buttock.
So I'll put a little bit of shadow on these textures, but not a lot. The textures are there a lot, mainly for highlights. I'll put highlights on them, and it tends to work really well. Also, I want to remind you that my how to draw clear expressions course is up for pre-sale. So if you want to go grab that, go on over to creatureartteacher.com and you'll find it there. Man, we've been having a good time with that one.
Oh yeah, it's been fun.
Did I lose them? Did I put them away already? I did. All right, I'm gonna put some background color in here. Let's go with some let's go with complement. Let's go with a little bit of blue, dark blue.
All right, we're gonna go with a little bit of complement over.
Bearded dragon. Wah, wah, wah. Never drawn a bearded dragon.
The bearded dragon.
Yeah, something new.
Something pretty darn cool, if I do say so myself. Why are you not using the lasso tool to select areas and color, but instead of that you're using the brushes to paint? Is that because it looks more organic to you?
Yes. I just don't use a lasso tool. It's not my thing. Some people do. Man, Armand Serrano does amazing stuff with the lasso tool. Just not my thing, man. It's not my bag.
Just ain't my thing.
It's not my bag, baby. Come on, stop with the spinning world of death. Wheel of death.
Spinning whirl.
Whirl. All right, let's set this one to overlay.
Overlay.
Yeah, we're gonna set it to overlay.
Set it to overlay.
All right, so now let's add some highlights in here, shall we? Also, I want to mention that we've got our 7-year anniversary sale going on. You got that one, Dustin? You got that coming up? Yeah, there we go. Our 7-year anniversary sale. We've been in business for 7 years. I can't believe it. It's pretty amazing, Nick. Nicholas. Nick Birch. 7 years. 7 days. $7. And Nick Birch is a marketing genius, isn't he?
Right.
But I want to say thank you so much for supporting us over the last 7 years. And, I started out this business with some artistic goals. I wanted to be, an animal teacher. And, I wanted to be the guy that people go to when they need to draw animals, because I've always loved it. And I just figured there was an opportunity. And that was one of the goals I set out for. And I really feel... I want to thank you guys for responding the way you have over the last 7 years. I really love what I do. I love the teaching. I love all the friends that I've made. That's the other one. That's the other thing. Nick and I have made so many great friends doing this business. And we just love it. So 7 days, 7 years, or 7 years, 7 days, $7.
Pretty crazy.
There we go. Okay. Now. So you can see how using the texture grid that I created with the scales, how that kind of helps guide with the textures.
Erica says, your website has changed my art and life drastically.
Oh, thank you. Well, we certainly loved getting to know you and Frankie.
She also says, dang, Eric, the way you said overlay, you sound like you're from Alabama.
Overlay. Overlay.
Gotta get my overlay.
I did live in LA for a while. Lower Alabama. No, I didn't live in Lower Alabama.
LA. I went to LA with a clump of hay. They wouldn't let me stay. So I went over to the bay. It felt very gray.
It was.
I just didn't know what to say.
Wow, listen to you.
And I'm out.
YouTube. Wow, is that the Hidden Creatures of the Forest for $7? Yes, it is. That's fantastic.
That is just fantastic.
All right, so I'm getting the highlights in here, as you can see. So we're getting some nice things happening. There's things happening here. Got to tell you, there's some things happening.
There's something going on here.
Something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear.
There's
a guy with a stylus in his hand. Drawing a bearded lizard he's never drawn before. That's stupid. That was a stupid lyric.
I'm trying to sing it properly. You're messing me up. What the heck, man? Now.
All right, I'm gonna hit overlay again, because we're gonna go even brighter. Telling me I got to beware. But you know you stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. All right. You got to sing a little bit when you draw. It helps with the drawing. Doesn't matter if you can sing or not. You just sing.
Usually I just put music on.
Well, I do that too, but I can't help but sing along with it.
Says I just startled Cuddles. Who's Cuddles?
Oh, the dog?
Oh, their dog.
Or German Shepherd.
I think my no. I think that's scared him.
Hi, Aaron. I love your drawing animal courses. I bought several. I also teach drawing and painting, and I recommend your courses to my students. Thanks for making it so interesting and easy to understand. Thank you. That makes me happy. Happy.
When was the first live stream? I think Aaron was animating on real paper. I think I just missed 2 live streams since then.
That was when I introduced everybody to Walt Disney.
Hey everybody, I'd like to meet you. I would like to introduce you to a great pal, Walt Disney.
I want to introduce him to a good pal, Walt Disney.
Hi, I'm Walt Disney, and animation is my game.
Hey, pal.
Hey there, Pally. Which way are the audience, Pally?
All right, so we're getting there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We got some textures. Look at that. We got texture.
Look like we got texture there, Sonny.
We got texture. All right, I'm going to do some of my reflected secondary light. Just want to throw some blue light in there. Let's just do it. All right.
Aye.
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 Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
There's something happening here.
I think the very first live stream we were doing it through the mobile phone.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, the first live streams was through the phone, animation table where the piano is now.
I know, that's right.
That's where the animation table was. And then from there,
what's that sound?
We set up OBS.
OBS.
We set up OBS in where your original office was, where Glory's room is now.
Yep.
And we did all of that.
Which is one of the reasons we need a bigger space.
And we had plenty of space in there, but then we decided to move in here. Well, no, I was working in this office at the time. But once I got my own place, you moved your workspace into here.
Hey, Aaron, I feel you've been asked this in the past, but how do you feel about creating a reptile course? I've actually been asked this a lot. I really want to do it. I don't know a lot about reptiles. It's something I need to brush up on. So I need to do a lot of research for the course. So I will definitely do that. And possibly a fish and marine animal course as well. Yeah, I want to do that as well. Faux show.
Faux show. And I also think it was what, 2-3 weeks into our streaming series that I started relaying questions.
Yeah.
And it just kind of stuck.
Just stuck.
Yeah, the first couple of streams, you're like, just sit down, keep your mouth shut.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
You're right. Sit down and keep your mouth shut. Do what I say.
I relay the first question. Oh, you son of no, but just liked how naturally I just started asking questions and just the momentum kept going.
Yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it.
And that's how the live streams truly began. Way back in the day. And that was like what, 4-5 years ago?
Yes, sir.
Holy moly, I can't believe it's been that long.
I know. Did you use reference sheets or just through remembering? Did I use reference sheets or just through remembering? Oh, for this, I used reference. I'll show you the reference right here. See, this is what I want you to see, how you can use reference, but it doesn't have to look exactly like what you're doing. So we're going to blow these up a little bit. So there's one. There's one. Here's one. Nick just wrote, it's a shame it's all coming to an end for Dustin on the streams.
What?
So there's one. He's kidding. And then there's another one. So this is my reference. This is all I had to look at. So this is what I want you guys to see. So like in this one here, I got really inspired by the ear hole and the I get inspired by his ear hole and all the spines around his ear and all that. And then this one, I like the silhouette of the front. So that's where I got that. And I just kind of combined everything and created this image right here. And just came up with my own kind of giant version of what it might look like. Whoops. Transfer should be off. Turn transfer back on. What size should the work area be for creating brushes? I usually try to make it about 3,000 pixels by 3,000 pixels. That's probably more than you'll need, but it's a good work area.
Still remember when Aaron was living right at the beach.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I loved living on the beach.
I'm sure the maintenance on the salt though was a bit tedious.
Yeah, I went through 2 sets of brakes on my truck because all the salt.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
How long were you at that house for again?
2.5 years.
Wow. So basically every year you had to replace your brakes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's funny, when I brought the truck in to have the brakes done, the guy, I told him I was living at the beach and that was, it was getting corroded and all that. And he goes, I can tell which corner of your truck is closest to the beach. And he pointed to it and I said, yep. He goes, that's the most corroded right there.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just highlighting all the little areas on the pattern that we created. Just going in and very quickly hitting those little highlights for the secondary light that we're creating. Well, this one's turning out to be a marathon. This is going to be a long one.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, eh? I love your courses. I'm learning a lot.
Oh,
In
good.
the future, do you think you'll make a course about reptiles?
I just answered that, Dustin. Yes. Yes, I like drawing reptiles. They're fun, especially this kind of thing. I don't get to draw this kind of stuff very often. You know, I can sit here and just get into the textures and have some fun with it.
Say, do you think you can make courses about reptiles?
You're an idiot.
You know, I'm only messing at this point.
Remember Smokey and the Bandit? Boy, when we get home, remind me to slap your mama. But Daddy...
Moving, what about your beautiful backyard? You guys did such a great work on it.
Oh, wait, what we're going to keep this house too. I'm going to keep it. We're going to rent it. So I'm not getting rid of this house.
And I keep forgetting. What's the name of the? This is where you just rent out the house.
Yeah, we're just gonna. Well, that's a whole other thing. Yeah. But the yard we're gaining is really cool. We'll just be able to build more decking there too. Hey, baby, I'm a rolling stone. I don't have any moss. I gather no moss. I don't like to sit in any one area longer than a couple of years.
Justin, have you ever photographed a bearded dragon? I think I might.
I've got a beard. Take a picture.
Very funny. No, but I think in Manchester, when we went to the falconry place, I think one of the sure we saw the birds, but somebody came out with a couple of reptiles, and I think one of them might.
I think they did have a bearded dragon there.
Huh?
I think they did have a bearded
Here
dragon.
It is. Yeah. Right here. See?
Yep, there it is. Bingo. I could have used that. I could have used that for reference, you big jerk.
I completely forgot about it.
Dustin and Aaron, important question. For someone very new to digital, may I ask what size canvas, resolution, dimensions, DPI, color, mode, RGB, or CMYK do you use when starting out a new drawing? Wow. You want your money's worth, don't you? Well, let's start with the first part. What size? Most of my canvases are 20 inches. All these canvases lately that I've been doing are all 18 by 24. In case we come up with something that we want to print, I like to do an actual size. So they're 18 by 24 at 300 DPI. So they're big files. They're very large. And I do them at CMYK, I think, for print. It doesn't matter. I usually convert them one way or the other. If I need to do it, because half the time I don't pay attention to whether I'm doing it in RGB or CMYK. So I'll just convert it. It usually does okay. All right, I'm getting there. Boy, this reflected light took longer than I expected. This whole thing has taken longer than I expected. We're 2 hours and 10 minutes into it.
Yeah. When are you going to teach Dustin how to draw and to hold your legend?
Dustin's going to find his own path. You know, you let your kids find their own paths. They don't have to take up the same torch I had. You know, you make your own way. Making my way in the world today. Takes everything you got. Boy, that was terrible.
I think the closest I've gone to following your footsteps is being in the being in the film industry, but it was more in the more my own way with being a
Your
depth
own way.
artist. In my own way, but being a 3D depth artist,
Yeah.
and nowadays I'm doing wildlife photography while you do wildlife sketches.
Takes everything you got. Sometimes it's
I wish I could share these bearded dragon
Can't
photos
remember the
that
words.
I have to the
Cheers.
the comment section. But they won't allow me to do it.
Okay. There we go. When you worked at Disney, what kind of pace of drawing did you have? Fast or slow? It's all fast. The faster you went, the more they valued you. It's all fast pace. It's all fast pace, people. Let me double that up. Is that too much? Does that feel too much to you? Feels too much to me. I'm going to knock that back a little bit. That feels better. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock that layer. I'm going to get in here and brighten some of these. Have you watched that new NASCAR show on Netflix with Kevin James?
I didn't even know NASCAR had a show.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it yet or not. Seems kind of typical. Don't know if anyone else is out there seen it. Would you do a course about scene composition? Yes, we are going to do a course similar to that about layout, which is very similar. Got some very exciting courses coming up from some very exciting people.
Pippa.
People. People. All right, we're coming along. I got to do the bright highlights here in just a second.
That is just fantastic.
Wow. Wow. There we go. Let's turn it around and see what it looks like. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Boy, it's really thinking.
Turn around, bright eye.
Come on, bright eyes, turn around. Yeah, it's like it froze up. See, sometimes it can get too big. Oh, now I got the spinning wheel of death.
Goodbye. Have you ever collaborated with the Jim Henson Peeps?
No,
Jim
I have
Henson
not.
Peeps.
Oh, here we go. It's slowly turning around. Boy, it's really, the computer's very slow lately. I'm just going to cancel that. Let's just cancel that, shall we? And it's just stuck in its spinning wheel of death.
Uncle Travis says, so Dustin, Aaron, how are you today?
We are good.
Very
Thank you,
good.
Travis.
Every time I swear. I swear.
The challenge was to do a bearded dragon, Travis. So that's what we're doing today.
He also says you You keep making me want to call you and sing.
What? I'm gonna change brushes. I don't like this brush today.
Were you gonna put out a new reference pack, doesn't? In the works. Still need to get enough photos together for a new bundle, but
When you worked at Disney, something's up with your machine. We will have to do some diagnostics in a bit. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going through now and just highlighting the scales that we've put in.
You just now have you just might have too many software open at the.
No, because I don't have any more open than I usually do. It's just acting weird.
By the way, I sent some of the bearded dragon photos to you through Facebook.
Oh, nice.
If you wanna share those with this finished art piece.
Oh yeah.
Because some of the people are asking if they could see the reference photos that I have.
Oh, okay.
Mix that in with this finished piece.
Yeah.
Plus, I think the bearded dragon that I have pictures of looks pretty close to
pretty darn similar.
Pretty darn similar. At least like the way the scales are and everything. Them fake spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because the way that the bearded dragon is that it looks spiky, but it's really not.
All right. It's just thorny.
It's not even like what looks like thorns or horns or anything is like really it's like soft tissue. It's made that way to make it look intimidating in a sense.
Oh.
Ocho says your chin is weird.
Your chin is weird.
Your face.
You're talking about my lack of chin, Travis?
Might be talking about the dragon's chin.
No, he's talking about my profile chin.
What's it like drawing with that big 22-inch drawing tablet of yours?
Well, I wouldn't know because it's 32.
But seriously, what was it like drawing that?
It's 32.
It's 32.
It's awesome.
It's ginormous.
Oh, it's absolutely awesome.
Any tips or books on how to do backgrounds for animation with personality on perspective and such? Or is that a course you already have or planning on?
Well, I do have a course on perspective. And if you don't know perspective, the academics of perspective, I suggest you jump on that course because it's a good one. I enjoyed making it. It'll teach you everything you need to know about perspective for art.
Okay.
Or it's at least a good introduction.
You can edit or purge to clear your history. It'll go faster. Yeah, I think it meant like clearing out the cache on the Photoshop, because clearing out the cache like past memory and all that of past artwork could speed things up.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
This is my United States of whatever.
Because this is my Photoshop of whatever. This is my Macintosh of whatever.
Which of your courses would you recommend for beginning digital artists? How about my introduction to digital painting?
How about 7?
7. So I have a course on introduction to digital painting. I think would be good for you.
This makes me feel like a normal person. You also get the spinner. Only thing worse is the crashed window. I am in awe at your work.
Oh, thank you.
I have construction workers installing our flooring in the other room, and they are singing. Then I have you singing. Must be a great day for all.
It's Friday. Of course it's a great day.
Thank God it's Friday.
I went overboard with that.
I'm trying my best here, Pally.
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. Friday.
Thank God it's... All right.
That Cintiq is as big as my TV, says Erica.
Well, if I could get a bigger TV or bigger Cintiq, if I could get I've got an 82-inch TV. I'd love an 82-inch Cintiq.
Yeah, that's too much. That is way.
That'd be like drawing on a chalkboard, man. It'd be awesome.
That wouldn't even be like a chalkboard. That would be like one of those giant oil painting canvases. At that point, you might as well just have a classroom and just be like, all right now, class.
Class.
All right now, class, what is 5 times 2? Mandy Lee says, your courses are addicting. Whenever I finish one, I need another. Hi, my name is Mandy, and I have an Aaron Blaise course addiction. Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
And that is all I got.
I'm just darkening some of these areas a little bit to push the dynamics a little.
Speaking of Peckforton
What?
Castle.
Speaking of what?
Speaking of Peckforton Castle, earlier when we were talking about Manchester, I'm thinking of going back
a number?
through. Huh?
I'm thinking of a number?
Yeah, I'm thinking of 7. And Manny over the weekend introduced me to a really cool software, which is a denoising AIs made by Topaz.
Uh-huh.
And that software is crazy good. And I'm actually thinking of going back through some of the photos of Manchester where I had to use high ISO and I couldn't clean out enough in Lightroom at the time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe going through there and trying to further improve those photos and maybe re-upload them into the
That's a good idea.
Manchester page.
Good idea.
What do you think? Think that?
I like it.
Sounds fun. Sounds cool.
Hey, on March 27th, my brother Travis is also having a live workshop. So I want to throw out some promotion for him. His is on storyboarding for television. So go to sketch2animate.com. It's sketch to animate. SKETCHTOANIMATE.com.
I don't
Sketch.
have a slide for that.
That's okay. Sketch to animate, and check it out. He's going to be talking about storyboarding for television, which is something I think a lot for especially for up and coming story artists. It'd be a big help because that's where a lot of the work is going to be in the future. Storyboarding for television.
Hi, my name is Martin. I have to buy new Aaron Blaise courses before I even finish the ones I got.
Do you remember Norma and Jonathan Klinger? They're my animation teachers now. Norma and Jonathan Klinger. No.
Norma?
I don't know a Norma and Jonathan Klinger. Norma Klinger, Jonathan Klinger. I don't.
You don't?
I swear.
You don't know any of that?
I swear.
You swear?
I'm just putting finishing touches on here now.
How do you improve on improving on drawing to draw loosely?
Just hang on loosely and don't let go. See, I can come up with a...
Huh?
That was Molly Hatchet, right?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Molly Hatchet. Just hang on loosely. So what was the question? I had to sing, man. I had to sing.
How do you improve your drawing to draw loosely? Any tips?
Oh, you just got to force yourself to do it. And there's a difference between drawing loose and drawing messy. Drawing loose does not mean drawing messy. So there's a discipline in there. You just got to, over time, it's just a matter of getting in there and doing it. So often the key to, or the answer to most of these questions that I get from everybody is just go out and do it. And I know it's such a cop-out answer, but that really is the answer. You just go out and do it. There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, did those sketches from a few weeks ago get sent out to anyone? Remember the...
No, we haven't done it yet.
The what?
We haven't done it yet. We haven't, we haven't sent them out to anyone yet.
And also the song you were trying to think of before the Hang On Loosely.
Molly Hatchet, right?
38 Special.
38 Special, that's right. I always confuse the two.
Molly Hatchet saying Flirting with Disaster.
Yeah.
I'm traveling
Down the road, I'm flirting with disaster.
Every time I'm playing a racing game that has to do with like off-road rally, I always have that song blaring.
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 Yeah, that feels pretty good. I think we got some good stuff going on here. Look at that bearded dragon.
That is quite nice. That is quite a beauty right there, I tell you.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to hit a couple of textures in here. We're going to hit a couple textures and we're call it done.
That right there looks like an intimidating sweetheart.
That's a Star Spangled. What was it?
Star Spangled Awesome.
Star Spangled Awesome.
That right there, Star Spangled Awesome, I tell you.
So just putting a few highlights on some of these textures. But you can see by, you create that overlay texture and then just bring it over and piece it on. You create some interesting textures, doesn't it? If you Gotta put the highlights to it the right way. And the lights.
Oh, it's not hang on loosely, it's hold on loosely.
Hold on loosely.
Hold on loosely.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Peter.
Hey, Peter, I really got a meter.
There we go. Look at all that texture. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. All right, we're getting there. Sitting so close. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start blurring. I want to see if we can blur some of this. Have some fun with it. Let's have some fun with this.
And I am officially out of questions.
No, that's not what I want. There we go. Let's push that saturation just a touch, shall we? We're gonna push that saturation right there.
Just gonna push right in, right on in there.
Push that saturation up there.
Right on in there like a boss.
About right there.
Like a boss.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to keep that just for safety. And I'm going to come in here and we're going to grab some nice bright color. I'm going to grab a soft round, very soft. I'm going to knock this opacity down to about 12%. I'm going to go to color dodge. We're just going to hit a couple of these areas. Get them nice and hot.
Hot. Yeah, throw you off a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why it cracks me up.
Hot. I think it's that part.
Come on, spinning wheel.
If spinning. Like there's no tomorrow.
I don't know. Does that look like I'm overdoing it? Might be overdoing it a little bit. What do you think?
I think it looks good.
I get this glowing a little bit.
I think you're like starting to get right to the point of the one. I feel like we're already past the one more thing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think what I
We're
did
not
do
close
is
to the
I'm
one more
going
thing.
to grab my eraser.
Dustin, can you sing for us for a little bit? Not right now.
Oh, doggone it.
What are you doing?
Trying to erase.
What are you trying to erase? Just the whole face?
No.
Just the highlights?
I think I overdid it back there, so I'm leaving the highlights there.
You overdid the highlights. We gotta start over. We gotta start all the way over.
We're getting very close on this, by the way.
What's your favorite animated TV show?
I don't have one.
Uh,
God, the spinning wheel of death is driving me crazy.
well, my personal favorite anime, as everyone knows, Cowboy Bebop. But when it comes to like Western animations, I've actually been enjoying the the new series of DuckTales on Disney Plus. There's a lot of great Easter eggs and cameos from past from shows of the same era, like from the late '80s, early '90s. Like they make references to Mighty Ducks and Gummy Bears, uh, Darkwing Duck. He actually makes an appearance a few times, and even Tailspin. I think Tailspin they're going to be making an appearance in season 3. So a lot of really cool stuff. It's just a walk down memory lane.
Here comes spinning wheel. I'm so close to being done, and it just won't let me get there.
Deep breaths, Aaron. It's not you. It's your computer. Oh yeah, the Storkules episode. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm out of.
That's
questions.
okay. I've got one more thing I'm going to do here, and then we're going to be pretty much done.
Oh, this is the one more thing.
Oh, stop it.
There's one more thing. It's the one more thing.
I'm going to blur it out. I'm going to hit my 63% is too much.
I think my favorite when it comes to the show, I think my favorite episode has to be the one of the gummy bears where it was Agent 2022. They're looking for the special serum that makes them bounce here and there and everywhere. That was a nice little Easter egg. How goes the clothed figure class?
I've put it aside until I finish the expression class. But it's going well. I've got to pull more models together for a photo shoot, and that's going to require more time than I had. In the expression course, I was able to get done a little quicker, so I decided to move that up on my schedule. Made an executive decision.
So I started the one more thing drinking game, and I'm feeling good. I think you should have turned it into the there we go drinking game.
There we go.
There we go.
I like this one though. Right around the tilt shift.
The tilt shift.
Is this even working? What is this doing? Not even working. Sorry, Nick. This thing's a mess. Sorry, folks.
You probably just need to clear out the cache.
I heard you say that the first time.
That was how long ago?
It's not the cash. Just give me the cash.
Give me the cash.
we go. It's thinking. It's thinking. Oh, this thing is super slow. Sorry, folks. It is super slow today. Yes, Nick, I know it's small.
What?
He's telling me that the image is small. I know, and it's not, and it's slow too. I have saved it over and over. Yes, I've saved it. Boy, look how long it's taken to do the blur. This is ridiculous.
Odd.
Well, we got any more questions while we're waiting for this blur to take effect?
Are you using the smudge tool to blur instead of the blur tool itself? I thought
the blur tool. The blur tool never blurs enough for me, so that's why I use the smudge tool instead.
Gotcha. And Lant is all I got.
Well, there you go.
Well, Martin did comment saying, Lant Han Solo arguing. Why do you want to name our son Ben? You never called Obi-Wan like that, remember? Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're Leia. My only hope. I know, but we can't name him Drum Solo. PS 2021 is super slow for me.
Oh, yeah. There we go. So let's hit our, for those of you that are just coming in the last few minutes or so, we've got 7 years we've been doing this business. So we got a big 7-year, 7 days, $7 sale going on over at creatureartteacher.com. So go on over and check that out. It's a really good deal. And then we've also got the pre-sale for my book, for my Art of book, The Art of Aaron Blaise. That is up right now, going on. So if you haven't signed up for that, go on over to creatureartteacher.com/books. And you can get more information there. There's our little bearded dragon. There he is looking at you. Here he's looking at you, kid.
Here's looking at you, dragon.
And then also, I've got in pre-order my new course on how to draw clear expressions. That is in pre-order right now. So you can go on over to creatureartteacher.com and get that, and it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a good course. Dustin and I are having a blast making it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, sure. Any good plans for the weekend?
Nope. I think we're going to probably get out and do some hiking, do some biking, do some swimming. There you go.
Oh, and also don't forget about mentioning about the workshop.
Oh, yeah, and then March 20th, on March 20th, I've got my new workshop coming out. I'm going to make his eyes green right here. So, come on over, go to creatureartteacher.com/live for more information on my brand new latest live event coming up. March 20th, I'm going to be teaching watercolor, painting animal portraits in watercolor. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Just hitting my last little details here and there.
Dustin, do you have a favorite character from DuckTales? I would have to say Scrooge McDuck. He's rich, he's great in adventures, and plus he's Scottish. My favorite trifecta. Have you had back bad technical days like this before? Remember, it
Oh,
is
yeah.
Friday.
Oh, yeah, we've had them before.
Oh, yeah.
They're just annoying. Very, very annoying.
How has it been with Manny?
Manny's awesome. He was here this weekend. And Lindsay Lane, they were here together. Oops. And we had a great time.
I'm actually trying to order another course from you, and guess what? That dang spinning wheel. It's spreading. The wheel of death is spreading. You know, Myron, I don't know if Scrooge knows how to use voice recognition technology in his lift. Perhaps if he was in Scotland. That went right over your head.
Not at all. I'm just not acknowledging it anymore.
It's like, nope, nope, nope. I remember back when it was funny.
Yeah.
Still is for me.
Several thousand times ago, you mean? Oh, don't take offense, Dustin.
You're the one that introduced me to it.
You're so offended.
I was drinking. That's why I was pausing. I was taking a drink out of my beautiful Mountain Dew called Red. Mountain Dew. Do the dew.
There it is. Done. There's your bearded dragon. Dragon person.
Any more things you gotta do?
No, they're done.
Done? No
Save.
one more thing?
Boy, that was a struggle today.
But it was still fun.
Yeah.
I
So
think
there
we
it
kept
is. There's our
entertaining,
bearded dragon with all the textures and reflected lights and all the fun stuff.
and all that jazz.
And all that jazz.
And all that jazz.
Bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon. From Bozeman, Montana. Skadoosh. One more thing.
Well, Nick wants me to put some rim light on. I don't know. I'll just put some rim light on. Of course, now he has to wait for me to do it. Wait to tell me to do it when it's out of focus. So now I got to do it with an airbrush.
One more thing it is.
Oh, I just messed it up.
What did you do?
Putting some rim light on these spikes. That's a good
You
call,
said that
Nick.
messed it up.
No, I had I had it on pressure sensitivity. Actually, that does help. Good call there, Nicky Poo. Oh, Nicky.
Nicky Poo.
Yeah, that feels good. Nicky Poo.
The one more thing is here.
Nick. That was Nick. Nick did the one more thing.
Well, you initiated it.
Yeah.
Well, he.
What are your thoughts on the upcoming Raya and the Last Dragon movie? I have no thoughts on it.
Say what?
Sorry, Dustin, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to move on.
Say what?
Raya and the Last Dragon, the new Disney movie. I have no opinion on it. I know nothing about it. I absolutely know nothing. I know nothing. So I started the one more thing drink. Oh, hey, good idea, darkening up the eyeball. It helps the eye stand out more. Exactly.
Precisely.
Precisely.
Precisely, good sir.
We're doing little one more things all over the place now.
One more thing here, one more thing there, one more thing over here.
All right, you guys. Once again, I want to remind you, we've got a sale going on over at the website. And everything's knocked down to $7 for 7 days. It's our 7-year anniversary. So going over for 7 years of 7 days of $7. There we go. And you get some good savings over there. And also my new course on how to create clear expressions is coming along really nicely. And if you're interested, go on over to creatureartteacher.com and you can pre-order it for 40% off. So Dustin and I have been cranking away on that course, and it's been a lot of fun. We're in the middle of doing fear right now.
Fear.
Let me see if I can find it. Let me open recent. There it is, fear. There they are. I just got a few of them done. We still got quite a few done to do for the second half of the class. But those have been the fear ones. Let's see, where's anger? There's anger. Old lady was fun to do. So, a lot of fun. We've been going through and we're going to be hitting a lot more. But here is our bearded dragon for the day. So thanks for the suggestion on doing that, because I had no idea what I was going to draw when I sat down today. So
yeah, no kidding.
It's nice. It's nice to not know what you're going to do, and then boom, hey, we gotta finish right here. So it's kind of neat. Oh, Walter. Yeah, I think Walter Yoder did work on Rajah. He did. Yeah. So a lot of good people worked on that movie. And
is that movie out yet?
No.
It's coming out towards March, right?
Yes. You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
One more thing.
Aha! He said it.
I want to give him some red in here. A little bit more red there. Yes. That's what it needed.
Yes.
Some rich color right there.
How do you feel about this piece after the kind of day it's been tech-wise?
Oh, it was a struggle for sure. There, I just want to get him a little more orange.
He needs a little cowboy hat.
A little cowboy hat.
I'll be a cowboy, baby. Ride at night 'cause I sleep all day.
Yeah, I want to push those colors a little bit there. That's all. Just wanted to push the colors.
Push them colors.
Push it real good. All right, thanks you guys. I had a great day today. It's Friday, and we've been talking way too long. We've been at this for 3 hours.
I can't believe it's been 3 hours.
I know. But,
when was the last time we did stream this long? What?
Oh, I don't know. These are too long. 3 hours, that's too long. But it was fun. I had a good time. And thanks for the suggestion. Like I said, I always love when I sit down, I don't know what I'm going to do. And 3 hours later, you guys have given me a suggestion and we got a painting at the end of the day. So that was fun. And I hope you guys learned something from it. Try creating those patterns. You know, sit down, create a scale pattern, overlay it, mosaic, you know, whatever. And you can come up with something like this. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty, it helps. It helps. It's a cheat method. So people say, are you cheating? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm cheating. That's what digital painting allows you to do. It allows you to cheat. Cheat all you can, I say. So anyway, have a great weekend. Stay safe. Go out and put some beauty back into the world. And I will talk to you next Friday. See you later, you guys. Bye.
You guys, thank you so much for watching. Glad you guys enjoyed this stream. And any newcomers, if you guys are interested in any wildlife photography, you can check out my Instagram at Dustin_Blaise and go over there and check those out. In fact, I just recently posted a new alligator photo. It's a really beautiful photo, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And also on Creature Art Teacher, you can find my photo reference packs, which is actually part of the 7-year sale. So be sure to go over, check those out. Hope you guys enjoy those. See you guys next week, and as always, Cowboy Bebop. See ya!